Hey guys, Bill Soriano here. Just wanted to do a quick video. Just give you an example of, when a market is consolidating, because we all know the market moves three ways. It moves up, it moves down, and it consolidates, right? And you don't want to trade during the consolidation, or you can call it internal structure as opposed to external structure. But we all know that the supply and demand trading that I've recently been teaching to you, that again, all my knowledge comes from the live educators with the company that I am with and the community that I belong to. That's where I get all the knowledge for this, from the live educators and watching their trainings over the past several years. But we're on the 4 hour time frame, and we just want to determine which way is the market currently moving, right? Um, and we know that markets may move in an uptrend like this, right? They rarely do it exactly like this, right? As I showed you in my last video. But when you're making the higher highs and the higher lows, and you're getting those breaks of structure, right? Then you're in an uptrend, right? Here's a break of structure here. Here's a break of structure here. And each time you get this break of structure, you get a new swing low. So you have a swing low, a swing high, and that determines your external range, right? So at this point right here, right, this would be your swing low. This would be your swing low. If I can get it to show up here on the screen, that would be your swing low. And of course, this would be your current swing high. And this would be your external range, right? And everything inside of here really wouldn't matter to you. That's the internal structure. There are, I just don't trade that. That's not what I'm trading. That's not what I'm showing you in the supply and demand trading training that I give you, because we're looking for market structure on a 4 hour time frame. Once we hit a supply or demand zone, then we drop down to the 1 hour to look for a change of character and execute the trade, right? So all that training is available. If you need the links to the videos, just let me know. I'll probably put them in the description area of this video here as well. So that's all, so once we get this break of structure right here, that gives us a new demand zone right here that we can potentially look to trade from, right? We know that once price comes back to that demand zone, we expect it to react off of it and move back up, right? Now we can also get what's called a change of character, where once price breaks that swing low, and again, we have a new swing low at this point. Once we went higher here, this became our swing low right here, right? Once that breaks that, now we have a change of character, and that's our first sign that the market is changing from bullish to bearish, okay? But what about when you're trading in that range? What does that look like? And I found a pair here. This is CADCHF right here, CADCHF. And if you look here on the 4 hour, if you just scroll back here, you could see that really you see this last move down here. Okay, right into this point right here, which was back in August of last year, right? So if we scroll out a little bit here, we could see that here's our break of structure to the downside, and this right here would be our swing high, right? So our swing high would be right there, and our swing low would be right here. So this is our current range. And that range was formed here back in August of 2024. So that's over 6 months ago. And you can see now the price has just traded right inside of that external range. And it hasn't broken to one side or the other. So really, all of these areas inside of here, we don't pay any attention to. Now, there are places where you could take trades and you would win trades, but you would also lose a majority of trades as well, because you just don't know which way the market's going, right? Now, as of right now, okay, if we were to look and see we see that right here, there's really no valid, supply zone. The supply zone is really higher up here. Okay, you can see all this imbalance here, all this imbalance, right? In through here, these candles here, there's nothing covering them up, right? We have a supply zone right here, but it's already been mitigated. And then you can even go higher up here and see, but there's really no imbalanced supply zone in this area right here to trade from, okay? Or in this area right here for that matter. Okay, you could say, well, I mean, you could actually say that this would be your zone right here. You could use that candle right here before this push down that caused this imbalance. Okay, you could use that candle. So you could see here that there's no imbalanced supply zone here. So this price came back to that area. It did react off of there and make a move down, right? And then it reversed and just went right back up, okay? But really what we're looking for here in CADCHF is we need it to decide which way it wants to go, right? So until we get a move to the upside, right? Maybe we mitigate this supply zone up here and then it goes down further, or we get a move to the downside and we get that change of character telling us that, well, actually, it wouldn't be a change of character. It would be a break of structure. We get a break of structure to the downside, and then we would be able to identify a new supply zone to trade from, or we get a move up, right? And you could actually say that this would be a change of character once it moves above this line, but because you have this valid 4-hour supply zone right here, that would not be a valid change of character. So even though that is the high here, right? That's the swing high. You would have to look, because you have this, all this imbalance right in here. You see all this imbalance in here leading up to this supply zone right here. Because you have this imbalance and this valid 4-hour supply zone right above your change of character line, this would not be a valid change of character once price breaks that area, right? It would actually have to break and go through that valid 4-hour supply zone to get a change of character, okay? So that's important to realize. Not all change of characters are valid, because if the change of character occurs because there was liquidity sitting in the area, equal highs, right? Or equal lows, or there's an imbalanced 4-hour supply or demand zone above or below your change of character area, okay? So that's why you would have to wait for it to get up to there to have a valid change of character, because we're going to expect price to come up to there and react down. Okay, so I just wanted to show you real quick an example of what a market looks like that is just consolidating. It's in a consolidation. It's in a range. It's not in an uptrend. It's not in a downtrend. And you just want to stay away from all this internal structure here until price makes a move either up or down. Any questions, let me know, guys. Have a good night.